Hi friends, so we will continue with our video series Artificial Intelligence in Gaming. Today what we are going to discuss is fuzzy logic in games. So what is a fuzzy logic? So before going to further explanation, we will see one example. So for example, if I ask my daughter whether she studied today, then what could be her answer? So her answer could be yes, I studied today, or no, I didn't study today. So this could be two possible answers from her. But when we talk about real life, there could be some other possibilities like yes, I studied for 1 hour, so I studied a little bit. No, I studied a lot of time, like I studied for 2 or 3 hours. So when you ask a human being a question, so we could get an answer like in varying situations, like you could get a yes or no and as an answer, or you could get yeah, maybe I studied a little bit, or I studied for 2 hours, studied for 3 hours. So you may not get a definite yes or no answer. But when we give this same question to a computer, like did you study today, then you will get an answer in yes or no. So that is the data type of Boolean is used in computer programming. So when you use a Boolean data type, you will get a true or false as the answer. What is a fuzzy logic? Fuzzy logic is we are asking the computer to think like the humans think. Like there could be a yes or no answer, but there is also probability that with the varying probabilities, with the varying conditions, we get the answer in degrees. So we will see how we can implement this fuzzy logic in computer games. Okay, so if just imagine that you are playing a basketball game and you are around 5 foot 10 inches tall. Okay, so you want to tackle a player. Okay, so for example, so you have decided that you will tackle a player who is short, not tall. And what is the definition of tall? So just imagine that the definition of tall is the somebody who is more than 6 foot tall. Okay, so if that player is 6 foot or more than 6 foot, then he is considered as tall. Then what will happen to a player with 5 foot 11 inches? Then according to this definition, we can say that that player is short. So if your player is 5 foot 10 inches tall and he is going to tackle the player of 5 foot 11 inches tall, thinking that he is a short player, then your player is in trouble. So just imagine that, like if you are going for a player with only with the definition of tall, like a true or false, then you can get into trouble. Then sometimes we have to give the answer in degrees, like a comparison. Like if when you are a player is 6 foot 2 inches, 3 inches, you can say that he is a tall player. But if he is a 5 foot 11 inches tall, then there is a difference of only 1 inch. So you cannot say that that player is short. So you can say that he is a little bit shorter than the tall person. So he is near to a tall person. So you cannot definitely say that that person is short. Okay, so this way, if when you consider the fuzzy logic, you will not give a definite yes or no answer. You will compare in degrees also, like how much shorter that person is from the definition of tall. Okay, so if he is 5 foot 11 inches, then you will not right away say that he is a short person. You will say that he is not tall enough, but he is tall. In the next portion, we are going to see one example now. So in this example, what we are going to do is that we are going to consider a racing game. Okay, so I have created an example in Unity where you can just move a car using the arrow keys. So here what I am going to give you two cases where you are not using fuzzy logic. Okay, so where you are, if the car is going beyond this 100, the speed of 100, then we will consider that as fast, and if it is less than 100, then we will consider that as slow. Then what happens is that when this, as soon as the car crosses the 100, then the computer thinks that it is fast. So when it becomes 101, it will apply the brake. Then as soon as it applies the brake, then it will come down to 99. Then what happens? Then when it becomes 99 or 100, it will consider that the vehicle as slow. Then it will apply the accelerator. But as soon as it applies the accelerator, the speed becomes 101. Then again it will apply the brake. So this goes on like between the value of 99 and 100 or 101. So this, what we get is that we get a jerk effect there. Okay, so then in the next case we will consider a fuzzy logic. How? Without changing the values from fast to slow right away, we will give we will find out the values in degrees. So it will reduce the speed in degrees and it will increase the speed in degrees. So let us watch that example. In this example, we have a city here. I have downloaded the asset for a city. Then I have placed a car asset there. So name of the car is, I have given as car 1. Then to write the script to control this car, I have created a script called player car. And double click on that player car to open that in Visual Studio. And in Visual Studio, you can see that I have already written some of the codes there. Code is written to move the car. Okay, so in the previous examples, we have already seen the similar projects of how to move or rotate the object. That code I have already written in this script file. What we are going to see is that when the speed of the car is more than 100, then we will consider that as a fast and we will apply the brakes. And when the speed of the car is less than or equal to 100, then we will consider that as slow and we will apply the accelerator. To store these values, I will create some variables there. That is the data type of bool. That is, first I will give the variable as brake apply. Then I will give another bool data type as the apply brake. I will give the next one as the apply accelerator. So when we start the game, I will give that. So I have not applied any brake now. So I will just go brake applied is equal to false. Then I have not applying any brake. So I will go for apply brake is equal to false. Then when I start the game, my speed will be less than 100. So I will give the apply accelerator as 2. So I have defined these three variables: brake applied, then apply brake, then apply accelerator. These three are Boolean data types, and I have defined the initial values as brake applied is equal to false, then apply brake is equal to false, then apply accelerator true. Here this code is the code which I have written for the camera to follow that car, the target value as the car. So this is out of scope, so I am not explaining what is the camera does. Okay, this will just understand that what it does is that the camera will follow the car. Now we will go to our update function. So in update function, I have already written the code for moving and rotating. So I will, when I am pressing on the up arrow key, I want to check if I am applying the accelerator, I want to increase the car speed, and if it is I am not applying the accelerator, and if I am applying the brake, I want to reduce the speed. Okay, so here I will write the code like if apply accelerator, if it is true, then I will just change the car speed. I will increment the value of car speed. Else means if I am not applying the accelerator, I will reduce the speed. Okay, so next I will define when I am going to apply the brake and when I am going to apply the accelerator. So when is my car is considered is moving fast, that is if it is the speed is greater than 100. So if car speed is greater than 100, then I will define as apply brake equal to 2. And when it is speed is greater than 100, then apply accelerator is equal to false. Else, that means if my speed is less than or equal to 100, then I will go for apply brake. Apply brake is equal to false. Then apply accelerator equal to. Okay, so what I have written is that if the car speed of the car is greater than 100, then I will apply the brake. Otherwise, I will apply the accelerator. So in the previous codes, we have written that if the apply accelerator is true, then I will increase the car speed, and else then I will reduce the car speed. Now, and in the last line of code, I have written that whatever is my speed, I will display that in the text field. So here I will display my current speed. So I will play this. So here you can see that when I am accelerating. So if it is 100 and 101. Okay, so the values are 100 or 101. So it is when it reaches the speed of 101, then what happens? It is greater than 100. So at that time we will apply the brake. Then when we apply the brake, then the speed reduces. So when as soon as it becomes 100, then what happens? It is considered slow now. Then again we apply the accelerator. So it will become 101. Then when it becomes 101, again we will apply the brake. Then it will become 100. So it just changes the values from 100 to 101. So that is happens when we suddenly changes the condition. Like if it is 101 is fast and 100 is slow. So that is what happens when we suddenly reduces the speed. Now in the next case, we will make some changes in this code and see how we can apply the fuzzy logic here,
that we will not change the values. We will gradually change the values from the fast to slow. So we will write the code for that. Everything is same as in the previous example. So what I am going to do is that I am just removing the code which I have written for this. Now I will give if car speed is greater than or equal to 100. Then I will just go for 100, greater than 100. Then I will go for apply brake is equal to true. Then I will go for apply accelerator is equal to false. So this speed value is used to give a minus value or plus value. So that means when I am applying the brake, I will give the speed value as -1. And when I am applying the accelerator, I will give the speed value as +1. Okay, so I will give one more value here, that is for speed value. Okay, when I start that, I will give the speed value as 1. So I will give the positive value there. Okay, then I will go for speed value equal to -1 because I am applying the brake there. Then I will just give for car speed is equal to car speed plus speed value. So next we will just give another one. So for you to understand, I am going to give like it is less than or equal to 51. Okay, so I am giving a high difference there instead of a 90 or 80. I am going to give 50 so that you can understand the concept better. Okay, so else if car speed is less than or equal to 51. Okay, so I am going to give a value of 51 there. So if it is less than or equal to 51, then I will go for apply brake is equal to false. Then I will go for apply accelerator is equal to true. Then here I will give the speed value as 1. Okay, that is the positive value. Then I will go for car speed is equal to car speed plus speed value. Okay, so here I have two conditions, whether if it is greater than 100, I am going to give the apply brake true. Then if it is less than or equal to 51, then I will give apply accelerator is true. Then what happens in the middle of this? Okay, so in the middle of this, I want to give it in a degree values. So I will just go for else. That means if it is in the middle of these values, then I will go for speed value equal to car speed minus 50. Then I will just go for 50. Okay. Then if apply brake, then if I am applying the brake, then I will just give that car speed is equal to car speed minus speed value. Then if I am not applying the brake, then I will just give it as car speed is equal to car speed plus speed value. Now we will see what is the result we are getting. Just play this. Now you can see what will be the speed. So here you can see that I am getting this value. So when it becomes 100, will reduce the speed. Then you can see that when it becomes less than 51, it is increasing the value till 100, then it is reducing the value. So you can see that now how smoothly it is changing the speed.
Okay, so I hope you understood the concept of fuzzy logic in games. So in fuzzy logic, we don't right away change from the true value to false value or false value to true value. We just give some degree values in between so that it will not right away change from one value to another value. So this you can say that when you talk about fuzzy logic, the what is the fuzzy means? Fuzzy means you are having an uncertainty, like you are not very sure about the value, like maybe or maybe not, or little bit, or a lot of, like that. So in the fuzzy logic, we exactly implement the same logic, where instead of giving a only the yes or no value, we are giving the answers in degrees. Okay, so I hope you understood the concept of fuzzy logic in games, and thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much.